Hello guys, my name is Paulina and today we're going to talk about goals. In the previous video, we created account of Universal Analytics, we implemented and verified it. And right now I'm located in the real-time reporting overview where we can see there is a one active user on the website and it's me. And today we're going to talk about goals in Universal Analytics. What are they, how to create them, and how to verify if they are firing. And let's start. Okay, and what are goals? And first of all, the goals, it's our specific actions that we want our clients or our users on the website to complete and to see these actions later in the wrappers of conversions or events. So what can be a goal on the website? It can be submitting a contact form. It can be a clicking on their specific button. It can be a specific amount of time that they spend on your website. So, for example, you want a user to stay on your website at least 5 minutes, or it can be a specific amount of pages that they need to change on your website. It can be a contact page, it can be a thank you page. For example, at least 3 pages, yeah, 3 articles to see. So let's start from the destination. I'm gonna divide this topic into 3 videos. It's gonna be a destination, a separate session. It's gonna be pages, screens per session, and duration go together, and event go as a separate session as well. So as you can see, there are 4 type of goals that we're gonna talk. And to get to these goals, we are going to the admin section. So it's like at the bottom left corner, it's an admin. And then after you're clicking, you're going to the third column, and the third line, it's going to be goals. You click on it. Let me put myself down a bit. And then we can see a red button plus new goal. I'm clicking on a goal, and then you can get to the goal description immediately. You have a name field, you have a goal slot ID, which we never touched because it's set up automatically. And then we need to choose the type. So the name will depend on the type that you will choose later. So let's see, we have here destination, duration, pages, screens per session, and event. As in this video, we are talking about destination goal type. Let's talk, what is it? Yeah, so from the name of this go type, we can understand that we are talking about the specific destination on your website, the specific page load on your website. So it could be a contact page. So you want people to reach their contact page, and you want to know the number, how many times users reached that page. So for example, let's put the name destination goal, and let's go to the settings. So we're gonna choose the type. We never touch goal slot ID, so we can continue immediately. And then we reach to the goal details, and here we're going to talk about a bit more because we have some different options to choose. We can have the setting itself, we can have a value, and funnel to talk about. So first of all, we're going to talk about 3 options that we can choose here. It's equals to, begins with, and regular expression. What means equals to? It means when you have on your website the specific page which URL doesn't change at all. So for example, on my website, it can be a contact page. So it doesn't depend on the user, it doesn't depend on the website, it doesn't depend on the, for example, the browser, but the contact page will stay the same every time. So this part of URL contact every time is going to be the same. So for example, I will go to about page, and then I will go one more time to contact page, and you can see here contact is the same. So it's like the static value, which will be all the time the same. So I will copy my website URL with this part of the contact page, and I can paste it here, and we're gonna have the protocol, the domain, and the contact part, and it's gonna be equals to this URL. Every time people will see this URL in there, will reach this page, will see this URL on the website, this goal will fire. Yeah, so for example, it can be with the whole protocol and domain, but it can be only the part only the part of the URL um, that let's say you see when you reach the contact page. If we are talking about begins with, so for example, let me reach my thank you page. I'm gonna make an order really quick. I'm gonna make a test order. I'm gonna go to the cart, and then I'm gonna proceed to checkout page, and then I'm gonna place my order. So the normal e-commerce step by step action. And then I reached order received page, as we call it, thank you page. And you can see here that there is a domain, then we can see checkout, and then order received. Yes, and after that, after slash, we can see 139. So it's their order number. And obviously, it's going to change every time somebody will make an order. So we can see that the first part until the dynamic order number will stay the same, and then after slash it's going to change every time, depends on the order number the user will do on your website. So I can paste like this, and with the option begins with, it's going to fire every time the people will reach order received page, thank you page on your website, without dynamic values. Because if I'm going to mention 139, it's gonna it's gonna count only on this order ID number, and as we know, they're gonna be, it's like changeable values, so we should remove it and we should stay like this. Yeah, so with this option, it's gonna count with the first part of the URL. If we are going to the regular expression, it's gonna fire only when we can take the specific phrase that will appear every time on the page. So for example, my domain will appear every time in the URL. Checkout will appear on the checkout step and on the thank you page step, so we cannot take it. Order received will appear, in my case of my website, will appear only on the thank you page. So for example, I would like to know how many people reach order received page. I'm gonna stay only with this phrase, with this regular expression, but I will put it in the specific signs, and it looks like this, like hat, dot, and star in the beginning, and then it's gonna be dot, star, and dollar sign. Yeah, so this is the specific signs for regular expression, and I put inside the signs only the phrase that will repeat on the thank you page. So then I will go to value. I will suggest to use value only if you know the exact monetary value that you will get after people will arrive to their specific destination. So for example, order can be different. Yeah, the value of the order can be different. This time it's $16, next time it can be 25. So I prefer to stay off with this optional setting. If you know there, for example, if it's all the time the same for you on your website, it's every time $5. They cannot make it more or less, so you can put it on and put the specific amount of monetary value. Then we're gonna go to the funnel. So why we can use funnel? It's still optional setting, but it's interesting setting because we can mention the specific steps that you wanna user to reach before thank you page. So for example, we all know that we have this e-commerce steps on the websites, for example, the shop page or the product page, then the cart page, and then for example few steps of the checkout page, and so on. So you want to know how many people arrive to the cart page, and then how many people of them will proceed and will arrive to the checkout page, and then finally gets to the thank you page. So for example, here you can mention first step, and it can be cart, but you need to remember, if you use here regular expression with order received with the thank you page as the first step of the cart, it should be with the same signs, it should be with the regular expression option as well. Then we can add another step, and it can be, for example, in my case with my website, it's going to be checkout. So I'm going to use the same signs, and I'm going to put checkout. And then you can, for example, if you have 3 or 4 steps before thank you page, you can mention them as well. And then one more option that you can use, it's here. You can turn it on or turn it off, yeah, if you want them to reach cart page, definitely, for sure. So if you're gonna put it yes, and they will somehow, if it's possible on your website, skip the cart page, this goal will never fire. Yeah, so you need to remember that if you really want to make it required or not. So I would stay, for example, with no, because sometimes the cart page we can skip on my website. And then I will go to click save, and I will, yeah. So their goal is created, and we mentioned thank you page with some steps. So now we need to know if it's working, if our destination goal is firing. What to do? We are going to the real time report, and then we're gonna go to conversions. And in conversions, you're gonna see the active user. It's me, and I'm gonna make an order right now in a second, and I'm gonna see if my destination goal is really firing. Yeah, so it's really important to see and to verify what we created right now. The active user disappeared because I was talking more than 5 minutes to you guys, so I will need to refresh the page to make my session one more time active. Let's see if it's gonna become active. It became active, and right now I'm gonna try to reach to the thank you page, and I'm gonna see if my destination goal will fire. I'm coming back to my website, and I'm gonna make another order. And as you can see, for example, here, I can skip the view in the cart and go directly to checkout. That's why I didn't want to make that first step required. But I'm going to go to their cart normally this time. I'm going to proceed to the checkout. I'm going to go to place an order. It's my test order, but still, it should appear in the reports. And right now I'm on the thank you page. You can see, thank you, your order has been received. And now I can go to analytics, and as you can see, the goal has fired, and we can see it in the reports. So that's really important with the destination goal. If you're going to create something on your website, please be sure that it's firing in the real-time report, because if you can see this goal here, you can be sure 100% that it's going to fire with another user, because it fired already with you. So the data is coming, the data is counting. And that's really important, especially for me, to be sure that I created it correctly. And I hope it's going to be important for you as well. So, okay, we discussed destination goal, and for now, for this video, that's it. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next video, where we're gonna talk about another Go types in the Universal Analytics and how to create it, how to verify it. And have a good one, guys, and I'll see you there. Bye.